Daytime! 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 Da 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 da. Daytime, nighttime, daytime, 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 daytime. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. Daytime, 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 daytime. Hey, hey, love you, bro. Love you, bro. Daytime, daytime, daytime. What's up, Dave Barkley? Guys, I do need to make some money today. I'm. I do need. If anybody that does want to help the stream, I do need money. Send Pesci the link. Is Pesci want a link? Does Pesci want a link, or is it just? Does Pesci want a link? Does Pesci want a link, or is it? Does Pesci want a link? Where's Pesci? Pesci, 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 Pesci! Where are you, Pesci? Trying to find you, Pesci. Oh, here we go. Da 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 da. Doink, 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 da 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 da. I can see when the animals in trouble. By the animal just follow me. Say click, take a pic. Say click, take a pic. It's click the camera. I can take a pic. I can see when the animals in trouble. Did
Hello.
Pesci really want a link?
Yeah.
Is
Hello.
Pesci
Can you hear
coming?
me?
Is Pesci
Yeah.
coming?
Yeah.
The man who
He's coming.
created Jake Hudson. The man who created Jake Hudson.
That's right.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry. I apologize for creating you.
Actually,
I molded you into this beast that you became. By the way, oh, I like how you're quoting your name. By the way, and mine's here's the thing. Jake, do you still have that video? It's like, by the way, by the way, by the way.
look,
What?
look,
What?
look what I changed her name to.
Kenny Ball and Lapdog. No, not quite.
Hold on. Hold on. I fucked that up.
So Pesci will be here in a minute.
Kenny Boland's lapdog.
Fuck you, Pesci, piece of shit, nothing.
Uh-oh, Boland Survivor's here.
Poland Survivor.
Ladies and gentlemen, hell just froze over. Hell just froze over. We meet again, Michael Lurie.
Hold on, let me make sure.
Oh, do you think they're going to have that Saudi show?
Hold on, I'm
They
setting
said-
up my settings, Jake. My bad. I thought I had an echo. My fault.
They said they're gonna continue with the show. I don't know.
Yeah.
What show?
In Saudi.
The Night of Champions thing that they're having, the King of
Yeah.
the Ring. And the
Do you have
Queen-
If
your
not-
stream open? Schmidt, do you have his YouTube open? Because I heard an echo.
No,
Yes,
I don't
it's
have.
him. It's him.
Hold
I
on.
don't have any. I don't have anything open.
Yeah. It is bold. It is Schmidt.
What
we
is
should
it?
be now.
Is it echoing?
Wait.
Yeah. Hey, how are you doing? By the way, I saw Fizz the other day. Fizz has been around.
Hold on. I wonder why that's happening.
Hold on. Let me hit mute on my mic. See if it's help.
Yes.
Not Schmidt.
Yes.
It was Schmidt.
Yeah.
That piece of shit. Nothing.
Hey, look what I changed his name to.
Hold on. I'll be back.
Hey, Pesh. Look what I
Yeah.
changed his name to.
Love it. Yeah, it's good to see you, Jake. To be honest, it's always good to see you. I'll tell you a quick story, Jake. I told somebody the other day they were talking about people doing their first shows ever, and I was like, well, the first time I ever did a show on my network, I had Jake on there, and I had a lot of confidence in him, and he did a great job.
Yeah, you know what? The thing is, it's like, Aaron might be getting resentenced this week.
Yeah.
He's got resentenced because he kept wanting to talk about Kayla Ricada, and he can't do it.
I watch more Locale Live than I do Steel Tell.
Oh, so you heard that Becky and Roxy are doing another show?
Yeah, I was thinking about trying out for the network.
Dude.
Joining Becky's Discord.
I would rather give Becky money, and give Xylee, because Xylee has memberships.
I got to be honest. I like Billy the Fridge, though. I told myself if I were to get a membership, it probably would have been the Rewind because Billy reads all the comments.
Yeah, and he did. And so here's the thing. Here's the thing. I was a fan. I don't get why. By the way, I'm a fan of a little show called Rejects, Locale Rejects.
Which one? That's not on the network, is it?
No, it's not on the network. It's Grace Thorpe. Grace Thorpe.
Oh, okay.
Grace and Ben on that.
Yeah, I kind of like Lynx. I never really got into Grace, but I'm aware of what she does. I actually watch a detractor called Lebroski that covers Locale as well. on
Yeah,
Keem. He's more of a Keemstar detractor.
yeah. Do you know that DSP could have been on Local Live?
Yeah, 50,000. I said I actually super chatted Locale Live and said Keem do a poll, is DSP the real king of the locales?
Yeah,
Yeah,
No, Jake Hudson
I
is.
do a detractor show on Tuesday at DSP one. You should come in and be a guest one
yeah.
night.
I know. I watch. I don't do Discord.
Oh, okay. I'll have to
I
do I'll have to do StreamYard.
or restream because you used to do restream, but
Yeah, restream I do. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
I haven't been so I haven't been around so I haven't been watching your show. I've been by the way I hit 2,700 subs.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You were just in the other night saying "Pussy World Order" and shit.
Yeah, that was me. That was my bad. I was a little bit drunk
Oh,
when I
you're
said
good.
that.
I wasn't. Yeah,
Little,
I
wait,
didn't
hold
send
on.
anybody over there.
Jake was drunk. You were a little bit drunk. What are you drinking, Jake?
Brandy.
Damn.
Like literally, you were drinking brandy. What the fuck? You drinking brandy? God
He was
damn, you
drinking
are
Blantley, Keem's girl.
The
you are a
brandy.
goddamn Mississippi. You are a Mississippi fucking Southern. Are you
Yeah,
black?
but
Fuck.
hey, by the way, I just want to say I'm you know who's the Outlaw Mud Show of the locales. I gotta say the Outlaw Mud Show has to be. I didn't like Glammy Lammy or Grammy Lammy.
Yeah.
I thought she was a fake. I thought she was worse on Mafia Milkers. I'm gonna still call it Mafia Milkers because it is Mafia Milkers.
Yeah. Well, no, Keemstar said tonight Mafia Milkers is available. They're thinking about kicking Rastoff off the main show and putting him back on his own solo shit.
On you know he was on Ozzy. He was on Ozzy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm familiar. I never watched Aussie, but I'm familiar where he came from.
So here's the thing. It was Local Cafe.
Yep.
It was Mafia Milkers,
Queens,
Queens, Local
Test.
Live.
Now there's Test.
Now there's Test. There, you know, they brought it so Local.
Oh yeah, and I like the original Tech Talk with fucking Review Tech and Rit before they fired them. I like Review Tech.
And now now the other guy wasn't even there anymore. The guy who took the show from RT from Rich.
Yeah, David Jeffy, he got fired from Madhouse. I still actually go in his chat. I wouldn't mind joining his Discord.
Yeah, by the way, I'm in right now. I'm in. I'm actually in Fence's Discord. I talk to Fence a lot. I think I'm still in David Barkley's Discord.
Piece of shit, nothing. Is on
Yeah,
the fence your girlfriend,
a little
Jake?
bit, Jake. I don't know if you heard this, but I was actually doing a detractor show on Kenny, and it got so popular that Bolin came after my channel.
That's the reason why. Yeah, you have to like. You have to realize that Kenny Bolin is a we. How many times has Kenny Bolin throughout a cease and desist or stroke people watching his videos or struck people. But
Yeah.
Right.
so my favorite little tidbit, my friend Dirty Dalish, who's been on my show before, was on Local Milkers or Local Queens in the early days, getting yelled at by Tina.
Now wait a
The
minute,
reason
Jake.
why I wanted to try out for the Becky network is because I think it'd be an easier network to make.
Michael and Bridget is getting divorced. Michael and Bridget are getting divorced.
Jake.
No, I know.
They made a video talking about it.
That's why Tina hasn't had any content because Mike ain't booking.
Jake, is Dirty Dalish the hot chick that was on your channel?
The elf. She's the one with the elf ears.
Whatever happened to that Detroit girl? She was nice.
Yeah, there you go.
She's
that might
busy.
be the one I'm thinking of.
A lot of the people have been busy doing other stuff, and I might have pissed off a few people.
Yeah, no shit. You pissed off all the hot chicks, Jake. Now let's
By
him
the way,
laugh. That's how you know it's true.
by the way, Little Lemmy is. You remember what I called Oh
The
God,
cut
here
of
we go,
Ocala.
ladies and gentlemen, get ready
Wait.
we're fixing it. We're gonna do what Trump did to Iran.
Oh God.
Krishan the
Bomb, bomb,
Don.
bomb, 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 Iran.
Bum, 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 bum.
Is that
Alright.
Stuttering John?
No, it's Krishan the Don from the Misfit Nation.
Okay.
Krishan the Stuttering Don.
Hey, by the way, I did watch. Hey, I did watch Jamie from Terry's boyfriend, fiance. Showed us the video of Jesse fainting.
Yes, yes.
Jesse Lee Peterson fainted at church.
Here's the thing. You're a good person.
I wish, who I wish would come back? Jesse, the kid that would do the freestyle raps.
Oh
Jesse
yeah.
Tuttle.
Jesse's in. I could talk to him. Jesse and I are cool.
What was his name? Trowler or something?
JC Tyler. He's been.
Tyler.
Chris is not coming on here. Chris is gonna be. By the way, Chris is. Last time the two Chris's got met. Chris Peeps got mad because that Kenny Boland's lapdog called him the man who made
Is Chris P cut a jib?
No,
Wait
Chris Peeps is known me before you guys knew me. He
Right.
knew me before I even met you. Before I even met.
Yeah, he got mad
Chris-
because I said I was the man who created Jake Hudson.
I was just about to say Chris is the one that claims that he created Jake Hudson.
No, well, he's wrong. It's me.
Well, no. I don't think it's about
You're the guy they were
creating.
you're the guy they were arguing about.
That's right. Well, nobody really claims responsibility.
To be fair, we had a long run. We had a long run once upon a time with Jake, where we did some long ass shows.
It's almost like
okay. Well, let's just say we
Marty the Mall.
exposed Jake. We exposed Jake to more masses. I guess you would say. We gave him the confidence to do so.
Hi.
So you're not like the Oppenheimer here.
No, we didn't create. We just kind of it helped expose. We were the what do they call that? Like when there's like a outbreak, we were like the guinea pigs of the outbreak that it is Jake Hudson.
Ground zero of Jake Hudson.
Ground zero for all that is. Here's the thing. Fuck you. I hate you. Bye. Something like that.
Well, when his studio was the bathroom studio. My favorite studio.
Hey, remember when?
Yes,
and
Chris.
I'm sure Krishan the Don, when Jake takes you on a tour when he's walking around with the camera. Oh my God,
I love it.
it's classic.
Hey, what's up, Chris P?
Hey, what's up?
I lose trace of my thoughts when I'm watching him. I just want to get a tour of his house.
Hey, Chris,
Peepsy.
you got anything to say to Lapdog? You got anything to say?
Yeah.
To Lapdog?
Yeah, I unfortunately and regrettably created the monster that you know today. So I remember when you guys were streaming with Jake, you guys started Jake more on his own channel. So I'll give you guys that credit.
Yeah, that's what I said, and that's what I said later on. I told Jake that I said we all contribute. Let's just say
used to streaming more.
But
we are the godfathers of Hudson.
No, but
you let
really.
Jake off the leash, basically.
No, that was more of me. It's just you guys didn't really know about it, but you did know because my co-host Arcane came on and played a bunch of clips from when Jake was on the show.
Arcane. Yeah, we know.
Shout out to Arcane. Great guy.
By the way, R.I.P. DJ from FLA.
Yeah, there was a lot of crazy shit that is hidden in wrestling content of Jake when he first started coming on to it was his first live stream.
Hey,
I have like thousands of clips.
Those clips you played, bro, where Jake was cutting promo. Oh my God, I was dying.
No, I think I met Chris before. Now I know who he is.
Yeah, I've met you, Pesci, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've met before back in the day too.
He sounded just like Joe Pesci.
Hey, Patty, do you still have the weed farm in your
the Four Horsemen of the Jake Hudson?
Do you still have the weed farm in your?
I regret it. I'll be honest. I regret it. The Jake Hudson.
You, me, and Pesci, the Four Horsemen of the Hudson.
Well,
Chris, you're the one who streams right in front of your computer, or you're like computers like on camera almost, or is it your setup? I'm trying to think of.
Arcane was my co-host, so all those clips came from my show, and it was mostly me talking to Jake.
Yeah, I remember what your setup looks like. You've come on camera before.
Yeah, I had a green screen and everything. I was always on camera. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Pesci, do you still have that weed farm in your attic?
Jeez. No, I'm actually retired. They made weed legal up here, Jake, and I went another direction. He said weed farm
from the business.
I want the record to state Jake has actually asked me that question about 14 times.
Yeah, I got some weed plants right now.
Timing you out.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I actually stopped. I did it for so long. I got tired of it just because to make it work, you have to spend
too much work. Yeah, it's too much work, and the startup is a lot of money.
So I put an end to it. I went to
Pesci, that's why I told Pesci, I said, bro, you can drive to Cincinnati.
Yeah, I've been Jake, I've been doing other than selling cars, I've been doing Uber.
You can drive to Cincinnati and you can drive to Cincinnati and buy like cartridges for like $20.
You could buy an ounce here for $60 of some fire shit.
Really?
Well, they made weed legal, and that's what killed my hustle.
Right.
By the way, have you?
An ounce here costs $100 and something.
Yeah, I mean they got them anywhere from $50 to $150, $200. I mean, depends what kind of weed you have, because really good shit still costs a penny if you.
Right. Yeah. I'm just saying, you literally can drive to Cincinnati, Ohio, right where the Cincinnati Reds and the Bengals play, like on the same street, and buy like $20 cartridges.
What I noticed about Michigan when I'll go out there is they've mass produced a lot of weed that all taste the same. So it seems like there's a lot of shit out there, but a lot of it's kind of just smoking the same.
Yeah.
I feel like all weed is kind of just homogenized.
Pretty much. What's crazy is people now, they want those old strains where like, can you find white rhino or strawberry cough?
No, you're right. And if you do have somebody that knows what they're doing, they're still charging for it. Like I said, the weed people that'll survive nowadays are guys that have shit that not everyone has. It's about having the rare shit now.
Yep. It's like bourbon and cigar people, because
it's
I'm
like
a bourbon and cigar guy.
Cars. Now you gotta have the Babe Ruth.
If you got Pappy Van Winkle and Cuban cigars, you'll always be in business.
I think it's much like any kind of vice, really. You're gonna have the masses, really, that are gonna like not give a fuck about quality, and then there's gonna be the connoisseurs.
Right.
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
Yeah. Like I want that White Widow strain because it helped me sleep or whatever. You know.
Yeah. That's how
Purple Haze, Northern Lights. Right, Northern Lights. You never see that shit no more. Like Acapulco Gold, Northern Lights, Maui Wowie, all those old strains. I know they have.
Well, here's something a lot of people don't realize too. I know a lot of growers that'll actually, before they sell it, sometimes they'll do what's called shaking their weed, where they'll get a bunch of shit that comes off the weed, the smart growers, and they'll make a bunch of shit with that shit that fell off that weed, and then still sell the weed.
Yeah,
gummies and shit. Oil
and they
gummies,
shake it.
Whatever.
They shake it with flavors too now.
Yeah.
So it's like purple strawberry brownie bites or whatever.
And I get why people go to the stores. I even shop at some of the stores, so I get why my shit died.
Hey, Pesci, like literally, people here now.
People here and there that'll still get green here and there, but not to where you can make it a daily thing.
Yeah,
like literally, Pesci. People now here, they treat Cincinnati like you would if you were like, oh, I'm gonna drive over to Michigan. People just go to Cincinnati.
I went to prison twice for weed. I used to say weed was my guardian angel because when I got out of prison, it's how I survived.
Yeah,
literally.
In South Florida, you literally go to the store and there's a dude outside like trying to sell.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, Schmidt, are
everywhere.
You the Kung Fu Society of Indianapolis?
Bro, he's not.
Do what, Jake?
Kung Fu of Society of Indianapolis is your boy, Jake, and you know who that is.
It's
not Schmidt.
I gotta leave. I just wanted to hop in. I had one thing to say. I don't know if Jake wants to hear about it. It's up to Jake.
Iran?
No.
Bomb,
Hit-
Iran.
Yeah,
Bomb.
yeah.
What's going on?
Jake, I had someone. I'm not gonna name the person. They DM'd me on Twitter. It's someone who doesn't like you from another community.
Oh shit.
Bobby Nick.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
not
Hey,
gonna-
List
one
is
time,
long and distinguished.
hey, true story. One time, Chad Zumach was showing Jake clips on his show. I'm like, holy shit! Chad Zumach knows who Jake is.
Jake.
Yeah.
Jake,
Do you
Hey,
want to know what they
Bobby
told
Nick
me?
is the human chimney, right? Is that the human chimney, Jake?
Who was it?
I'm not allowed to tell you who said it.
Bobby Nick.
It wasn't him, but it was.
Wait a minute.
I
Who's the
can't
other
say.
guy?
You and Bobby
Sounds like
Nick
it was.
split like Janetti again?
Oh, it was fucking.
Yeah,
It was
because Jake
bad.
motherfucks. Hey, remember, Jake says he motherfucks everybody eventually.
It's a Sam and
it's
Diane relationship.
So
Motherfucker,
you want to
fuck
hear what they
you.
said, Jake?
What?
Do you want to hear it? Yes or no?
I
Go
do.
ahead.
And don't kill the messenger either.
Run it.
So they said we told you about Jake. They said you went to war for him and now he's treating you like crap. We were right and you were wrong. And I feel like an idiot.
No.
That's what they said.
Tell him Jake will forgive him for $150 and a free raincoat.
No.
For a free spot.
I-
on the
I-
thing.
Hold on, Jake. What about that jet ski, Jake? If they get you a jet ski, will you forgive them?
If the cut of Jim gets him 36 donuts and a fucking
Cut of Jim
That's
is
what I'm saying.
actually
Cut of the
good.
Jim
I'm
and
not-
Bobby Nick. They said
picture of
when they were
stuttering
never going
John
back to
Stein.
Jake,
By the way,
they
Cut
knew
of
what they
Jim
were getting
is-
into.
So here's the thing: Cut of the Jib in them are not good right now. Cut of the Jib and Bobby are not good.
Jake,
Jake,
remember
can I say-
we talked about this before though. You went back to them, and they took you back after they said they would never take you back.
I mean,
I
dude.
think the
Jake-
cut of Jim is a nice man.
Jake, can I say
He's
something
pretty.
here?
Bobby Nick is pretty nice too. I would say.
I don't know.
Chris,
I guess you guys didn't hear what happened, but Jake fucking sucked me into a feud with Bobby. He sucked me into it. I
Get
told him
over here.
no. I told him no, and he made me do it. And on his stream, I shut Bobby down and stuck up for Jake. And then, like 2 minutes after, Jake was like, "You're a scumbag, Chris. I hate you." And he doesn't want me on the show.
You didn't say all that now. Can I say something though, Jake? I think you should thank Chris though. You haven't thanked Chris for defending.
Chris is a good person. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah,
You're
you
welcome,
treated me the
Jake.
opposite. I was like I stuck up for you. I made sure no one bullied you, and you treated me like the bully. It was opposite.
I
Jake,
think
you're welcome.
I think Servap Singh poisoned Jake's head and turned him heel.
Is Jake heel?
If you're mean to Jake, he'll be nice to you.
Hey, by the way, so Krishan, you're the one that said that all AEW fans are gay.
That's kind of a misquoting, but that's pretty close.
Well, it was gay liberals
I gotta
with
be
dyed
honest.
hair.
I do like AEW, but I am very critical of them.
Pesci, look up. Look who that
Jake.
is.
Jake.
Look up.
Oh, wait a minute. We got one.
All right, I gotta go. I'll
cracker
talk to you guys.
later. I was there. Bobby and Wendy were
just hit the
talking
goal.
shit about Jake, and I asked them not to. Pesci, it's me, says one cold cracker. It's crackhead Calvin, Pesci.
Yeah.
Kid Calvin.
It's crackhead Calvin.
Gay liberal.
Hey, Jake.
I heard gay liberal and came calling. Oh, is Mumble Nick coming in?
Well, Jake,
I don't know.
the godfathers of Jake Hudson that we created were all here tonight. It's good to see.
This is great. I'm happy. I'm honored.
We
I'm honored to
apologize
be
to
here.
those out there for our Frankenstein
Terry
creation
Tibbs
that is Jake
here.
Hudson.
Terry Tibbs is here. Says, Jake, do you know who hates kids?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Pesci hates kids.
Oh,
Yes, I
Pesci.
do.
eh?
No, Jake said that to little Lemmy once. She said, "Who's Pesci?" And he goes, "Pesci's a petty piece of shit who hates kids." Because I told
Yeah,
Jake I wasn't going to
kids.
donate
He's
to the
petty.
Children's Hospital. I'd rather give the money to him.
Yeah. By the way, the
And
Children's Hospital is a
Hazelwood
scam.
gave him
By the way,
$250.
At least Jake's got some integrity.
By the way,
Yeah.
Children's Hospital is a scam.
It was a great
Oh.
one-liner.
Oh,
What? Jake, the hospital
That's why I
that
didn't
we donated
donate,
to?
Jake.
Hold on.
The
Hold on.
Extra Life is
Jake.
a scam. They only give 10% to the hospital. They'll keep everything.
What?
They only give
Hold on. Jake.
Told
the
you he
charity
should have
that
kept
you
the
were
money.
talking about,
what's
the charity
scumbag?
you were talking about, Mississippi Children's Hospital?
Yeah,
Really?
Extra Life, the company that does the charity,
Yeah.
takes like 90% and gives the hospital.
Right, because they only have to give like 5 to 10% to be a charity. Yep.
They
Yeah.
didn't say. By the way, if I wanted that, I would give my money to bowling.
Look at the
Damn.
what's the breast cancer thing again? That
Susan G.
have-
Coleman.
Susan G. Coleman. Yeah, they only give like
Yeah.
10%,
15%, maybe.
15% or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like if you look at those nonprofits and
By the
501c3s,
way,
like some of them only have to give
Oh,
5% to like
2998
20%.
and Giggle Pickles both fake cancer.
By the way, he might hate kids, but he did rescue a little kid from a cheetah at the zoo.
Did you?
True story. Now, well, I'll tell what happened is they always say this. The same part's the part that didn't happen, but long story short, and it's a video on YouTube. It's I forget what is that, Schmidt and World News or whatever. So basically,
Yeah.
I was at the zoo and a kid got dropped in a cheetah tank by their parents. Now the parent jumped in and got the kid, but where I fall in was I was walking out the zoo and Channel 8 was interviewing a bunch of people. They're like, "Did anybody see what happened?" And I go, "Yeah, I did. I didn't really see what happened. I more heard about it, but I pretended I saw the whole thing."
It's like, how did the kid get
And they
out?
put me on the World News. The video's still there, kid.
That's insane.
Hey, Terry Tim
So you're
says
you're
Jake
deemed a
did you
hero.
And then he calls me a hero, yeah, because I was on the
Jake says, did you know that Schmidt was defending Brett Favre? Schmidt still wears a Brett Favre jersey to bed. No, I haven't hanging on my wall though.
Didn't Brett Favre get proved innocent? I think they're dropping the shit on him.
I don't know, but he's a goddamn good quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. That's all I know.
He was.
Goddamn right he was. Toughest
Hey, by the
motherfucker
way,
to ever play football.
By the way, Mumbling Nick does have a link. He could come up.
I mean, come on, how many games did Brett Favre set the record for? 400 and something straight he played.
Too bad
Started.
Terry Tibbs won't come on.
I only have one right now. I've had more, but that was when I was younger.
Hi, guys.
I only have one. I mean, Brett Favre is the baddest motherfucker to ever play football. Ray Nitschke, Dick Butkus, Mike Ditka. There's a few of them, but I put Brett Favre with any of those. Tough motherfucker. Come on. If you play 400 games or whatever in a row, and you're never on the IR, you're a bad motherfucker.
By the way, I'm sending you both a link to my Discord.
Jake, I thought you said you didn't do Discord. You just said I don't do Discord.
I have a server.
Now, Jake, what happened to that little piece of shit? Nothing. Your nephew is he gone?
He's gone.
He's what is he? 18 now.
I'm not talking about it.
All right. Well, I mean,
Gotcha.
am I gonna have to come down there and whoop his ass or not? We're good, right? Jake, don't make me come down there and whoop your nephew's ass. I will if he's being mean to you. He's fucking like 17 or 18 now. He ain't got no room for that.
I'm so lost.
14, almost 15. He's 15.
There's all that Schmidt's drinking again.
No, I'm just saying though, Jake don't have to deal with that piece of shit. But he ain't living there, so that's good.
By the way, there's a Discord link if anybody that wants to come to the Discord. Discord.
Well, last time you had a Discord, you had such a bad crash out. I'm actually afraid of Jake Hudson's Discord.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What happened?
Crash outs are pretty severe.
Yeah, Jake, are we gonna get the guy who's trying to post like porn videos in here or some shit?
No.
We don't need that.
Wait, how did Jake crash out?
Nuke the Discord.
No, what happened though when he moved? What was the crash?
Oh,
out?
nothing serious. He just motherfucked a bunch of people.
Yeah, he just cussed everybody out. Shit.
It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything he couldn't come back from.
But
that's his show.
Here's the thing, Pesci, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Number one, I'm a little bit more safe now, and I don't even use Discord a lot. I just use it to put links, and I just use it for the voice chat. I don't use it.
Yeah, I get it. The one unfair thing people used to do to Jake is they would come over here and say that I'm saying stuff about the guy, and usually I never was. They just wanted to see him cut promos.
Yeah, but Jake, I don't think there's anything wrong with motherfucking people every now and then. Sometimes you gotta put people in their place.
We actually have some funny videos of him doing that.
Jake, Terry Tibbs wants to know who drinks more, Schmidt or Mountain Timer, Jake?
Mountain Timer.
There you go.
Terry Tibbs and Rob Sampson are almost the same person, I think.
I don't mean bowling.
By the way, I got me a new cup, and I'm drinking strawberry sparkling water.
Good. That's healthy.
David Barkley says, Jake, do you remember when Pesci called you Janetti?
By the way, so I'm more of the Hogan.
Oh my God.
More of the by the way, I'm more of the Nash. Chris is more of the Scott Hall, and Pesci's more of the Hulk Hogan.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't you forget it. Hey, yo.
My praise.
That's right, Jake.
By the way, do you realize that the only one that still wrestles is Hogan?
Do you follow wrestling anymore, Jake?
None of them. No. Hogan ain't wrestling, Jake. He's had like 20 back surgeries.
He can't wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still involved in wrestling.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I'm actually an AEW supporter. I don't hate them. I agree they fucked up a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. You got to have an alternative company just for like people to go make a living to where there's not just one. Because remember, when WWE was the only choice for a long time, it sucked. It got stale.
Yeah, it still sucks though. It's not like it's helping.
Yeah, no, they've actually fucked up a lot this year.
Honestly, I could care less if there's a million places to work. I don't. As long as one entertains me, that's all I could care about.
Right. Rich Russo has been on me on his network, and Ben Amin made a good point. WWE has the ability to put on some really good shows that you never get to see.
They're lazy. And they're too
like with Braun Breaker, Roman, or matches with Fatu.
YouTube bad. By the way, guys, shout out to YouTube Bad Actors.
Bad Actors. What up, blood?
Oh, wait a minute, David. Hold on, Jake. David Barkley says, Jake, can we have your thoughts on Costco axing the churro from the food court menu?
What?
Costco is no longer serving churros. Which
I didn't even know they did a churro.
Fuck yeah, they do.
Who gives a shit about churros? They need to get rid of. They need to get rid of. They need to get rid of tacos at Taco Bell.
And the double chocolate cookie.
Don't remind me about that.
Hey Jake, did you see that Wendy's has fried chicken and fries now with like those Takis chips?
Sounds disgusting.
So it's like spicy chicken and spicy fries coated with Mexican Takis chips or whatever. You might have to try it, Jake. It's at Wendy's. But Jake likes you know what Jake likes? Fucking Little Caesars, crazy bread, and the little square pizza, right?
Hell yeah.
Bobby, are you still always smoking?
Yeah.
Yep. The hot dog at Costco is the best deal anywhere. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't know
The
if
hot
I'm
dog
going
or
to
the
change
piece of
my
pizza.
Discord name to Pesci when I try out for Becky's network.
The hot dog and the pizza slice from Costco are pretty good. And the rotisserie
I've
chicken.
never been to Costco, but I got friends that are at Costco.
Yeah. Costco's got good shit. Costco and Buc-ee's are probably Costco, Buc-ee's, and Chick-fil-A are probably like three of the best run companies in the United States of America.
What Barkley's saying is he's making fun of the Kickbot. That's what Kick.
He says, "Hey pal, I see you
a lot of the artists. They spam that in my chat.
I guarantee you I can get you $1,000 per week. Just ask my Discord."
Yeah, I don't know why they put that. They'll say weird shit like we get you $1,000. I'm like, Eric, keep 800 of it if it's true. Give me 200. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
it's all a scam.
Yeah, no, I know. I just entertain it.
By the way, YouTube Bad Actors is talking by a guy by the name of Gray Hughes. I think the guy's name is
Opie.
Not Greg Hughes. Gray Hughes. Carl talked about him.
Crazy Carl?
No, Carl from Who Are These Idiots? WAP.
Yeah. Sonic
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Sonic Boom.
Carl Hamburger.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Hot dog is here. Fuck. Run.
Here's the thing. Hot dog's a good person.
Investigates the biggest beggar on YouTube.
No, they're not bigger than DSP.
Here's the thing. The only thing acceptable on a hot dog is mustard and onions and, whatnot.
I just realized you're Dr. Phil, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Last time I talked to you, you were in character the whole time.
Phil, he's done Jake, he's done Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
No. When I
he's
first
done Bolin.
When I first met him, he was in character the whole time, so I never heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that was Dr. Phil the whole time.
Remember when I got into it with Ashley and I got kicked off, and then I came back. You were off by then, though.
I do faintly remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
Then why did you get kicked off because of Ashley or whatever?
Because I started kind of berating her for whining about getting made fun of online and calling it illegal.
Oh yeah. Now, I remember now. Yeah.
Ashley Cummins, Whitney Cummins' sister.
And then Jake
she's really nice and everything, but she was like whining about people complaining on the internet. It's like it's the fucking internet, bro.
She's a complete cunt, and I'll say it.
All right, well,
she tried to play that. She tried to play that like nice thing, like that you fell for, and I saw right through it. And then when I broke through it, she got really offended and claimed that I was what was it? Was doing something illegal to her or something like that.
Oh shit!
Shadow banning or stalking or some shit. It was something like that. Yeah.
It wasn't you, Krishan.
Robert Sampson's here.
Oh shit.
Krishan, there's actually a guy going around in the Discords called Misfit. They wasn't talking about you.
No, I know that. I wasn't talking about that. During the debate though, she was like claiming that. I forgot exactly.
Jake, that was when I made an appearance as Dr. Phil and I was in character the whole time as Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing out there, Jake? Or is this the way you want to keep living your life, Jake?
You know who Jake is, Barkley?
Star Maker?
No, he's talking about where's Billy Sellers. It's a new mark. Nice guy.
You know what?
Now hold on, Jake. Is this what you want to keep your life living here in this moment?
Is the name of it Kenny the Star Faker Bolin? Is that the name of it?
No, Jake, it's just this guy. I was doing full Dr. Phil.
Bolin's
I
actually
remember that.
a
I do remember
locale
that
for
chick.
real.
I
He's a
do remember
locale.
that chick. She fucking got all butthurt about people criticizing her online.
No,
It's like, bro,
someone's
it's like a
asking.
restaurant getting a fucking review.
Hey,
You got a review online. Not
so
everybody's gonna
someone's
like you.
asking.
Like you
So
never been
some.
on the internet before?
Yeah, exactly. I remember that. I was like, so you've never been on the internet before?
Well, her my whole crux of the argument was that she was claiming it was illegal to do all of that, and I'm like,
Right.
no,
It's like, no. It's called criticism. It's called the First Amendment.
now threatening you or doing something like that would
Right.
be illegal.
Yeah. Nobody was threatening. They were just like, you suck.
And then she
They
claimed
did
that
not
she was
say that
getting,
about me.
they were there was somebody that like I guess was playing her in a wrestling game.
Hey guys, is that Star Maker Bowler? Is that YouTube bad actors put a link in the chat? Is that
What, Jake?
Is that his?
I think that's Pesci, right?
What, Jake?
That's it. That's the guy. That's the guy that we're talking about. YouTube bad actors. I'm sending So what he does. So YouTube bad Kenny Bolin. Yeah, sorry about that. Kenny Bolin raised money for charity. He tells people that he raised money for the Filipinos, but he only gives them like 10% and doesn't do the right way.
Well, Jake,
Well
he's
said,
got a
Jake.
501c3 now. That's a whole
Well
different
said,
ballgame. We're
Jake.
not
Well
even.
said. I did
Yeah.
a detractor channel on Kenny, pointing out him being a locale and him being a beggar like DSP. Kenny went after my channel to where I had to take the detractor alley episodes down.
He did.
Luckily, I'm
Yeah.
out of the suspension now.
Yeah, he did. Hey,
I
Jake,
was almost gone.
There's a video
Pesci.
that's Indie Phil. That's Indie Phil. That's Indie Phil video that I just put in the chat.
Yeah, Jake Pesci didn't have a channel for a while there. Like, he couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, no, because by the way, your the Sings showed up. The Sings showed up to tell
The
me
Sings,
to channel.
in plural. The Sings.
The Sings?
Yeah.
Robert Sampson, his band of
Like
idiots.
like an Indian family?
He said those idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him.
Yeah, he does like Gray, like what Gray does. Yes. But Kenny used to work. So let me back up and say this: that Kenny used to work with the great Jimmy Cornette
And John Cena.
He was the one that turned John Cena heel. He was the original person that made John Cena heel.
In OVW.
Yeah.
The prototype.
Yes, sir.
Very
They thought he was on steroids. Bruce Pritchard.
He was, wasn't he?
I think he came clean when they tested him. He was clean though. Pritchard then tell the story where Pritchard's like, "Get off the juice, kid," and Cena said he wasn't even on it.
He has to be on some kind of supplements or something.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm not doubting it. I don't know if the Bruce Pritchard could have been blowing smoke. They all could have been working each other.
Well, they say even like Brock Lesnar, for instance, he's never tested positive.
So Jake, I almost had Hey Harvey on my show, but he canceled.
Who's Hey Harvey?
Oh, he's I'm surprised you know. So he's like he's a detractor. Look him up. He covers Wings and all that. And I guess Wings motherfucked him or whatever. But I tried to get him on my show because he's a smaller channel, and he said he was gonna come on, and then he canceled last minute. Hey Harvey, it's A and then RV ARVY. You'll like his videos, Jake.
Yeah. It's smart to do vertical, like what I'm doing.
Oh, Lesnar did test positive. Okay.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys do want to go check out YouTube Bad Actors, there you go.
Vince wouldn't have had the balls to drug test Lesnar. They would have always been rigged tests.
Do you guys want? I take that you do.
I think you should be able to use steroids in wrestling.
Yeah,
sure.
I
believe you should too. Like, what's the? It's
yeah,
television.
It's not a real competition.
It's TV.
Guys, damn it!
Go ahead, Jake.
By the way, Locale Live. I take it you and Wings is. Wings is a domestic abuser, no matter what the wife says. Yeah, I saw the video at a fat camp where he threw Kelly on the ground.
Yeah, you knew he was gone after that.
Remember Brock Lesnar? He got caught with steroids here in Louisville for OVW when he was here in training. He got arrested by like a DEA, Louisville Metro PD like task force. Motherfucker had like thousands of like shit, like HGH, Androl, Winstrol, all these like he was providing steroids for a lot of people. That wasn't just for him.
How'd he get out of it?
Magically, WWE paid him, the shit disappeared.
Ah.
Because he was like, literally the next big thing. That was his motto, right?
Well, let me go let Casey out real quick.
He got basically, when Jim Cornette tells the story about how he grabbed his wife's Sin's junk on a power press and I'll shoot you, motherfucker, and then he got suspended and went away. Yeah, that was around the time the Metro Task Force with the DEA arrested his ass for getting this shipment of shit from Europe or South America, Canada, wherever, and it was like a shit ton of juice.
Ah, I never knew that. Wow.
If you go to the that website, the Smoking Gun, go to the Smoking Gun and look up Brock Lesnar. Just Google Brock Lesnar, Louisville, Kentucky arrest. Brock Lesnar Smoking Gun arrest.
I'm pretty sure I've seen the mugshot. I just never knew where it was from. Like, there's like a famous Brock Lesnar mugshot, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the only one.
Yeah. Oh, true story about Brock Lesnar. Kenny Bolin once claimed that Brock Lesnar face pushed him and Kenny didn't fall to the ground.
That's pretty badass.
Kenny claimed to fame with Brock Lesnar.
That's pretty badass of Kenny.
No, I
only believe it.
Actually, I thought that was.
I'm dead serious too.
I thought that was Orton that tried to pie face
Conrad Thompson.
So he no-sold Brock Lesnar.
Basically, I guess Kenny tried to get in his face, and he said Lesnar face pushed him. That's Kenny's words. Face pushed me, and I didn't fall. And
pie facing.
Kenny's son had to be held back, supposedly.
Maybe we should soup up his story, like Brock hurt his hand when he hit Kenny.
No, he said Brock Lesnar tried to pie face him, like open hand, 5 fingers, just push his face away, and Bolin didn't fall down during it, so he was pissed off about that.
Can I get some money from you, Schmidt? Can I get some money from you?
I ain't got no money. I'm poorer than you right now.
Would you stop panhandling, Jake?
Yeah, Jake. Ever since they made weed legal, I'm fucking broke joke now.
That's right. Yeah,
I'm the joke. They call me the Joker now.
By the way,
he's a midnight toker.
By the way, look at the private chat.
The
private chat. We got the private chat. Jake Hudson, the Smoking Gun. There it is, right there.
Little
Brock Lesnar. No. Click. No, it's. Don't worry, it's not Jack and Jake.
No. So I went. It's the Brock Lesnar.
That's the Brock Lesnar story. Yeah.
Jesus, he was fat.
Yeah, he was a giant motherfucker. Yeah, Gonzo says Bolin's big buddy. Yeah, Cornette got the money from WWE and they fucking made that shit disappear. I know that for 100% to be true because let's face it, the police are corrupt everywhere, but when it comes to the South and the fucking Northeast, they're really corrupt.
Honestly, I have zero problem with steroids in wrestling for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Who gives a fuck? It ain't boxing or fucking UFC.
Honestly, I almost don't care of having it in all sports. It makes it better.
Yeah, no, it's I don't understand. I don't know if they explained it, but I don't know why you couldn't have steroids in wrestling when the endings are predetermined.
There you go.
Predetermined.
Not a real competition.
Hey, exactly. That means
I want to know the reason behind
Arnold
that.
Can't have steroids in the Terminator 2 and fucking Predator. Or
right,
Rambo and Rocky. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Are we really to believe that The Rock's not on steroids right now?
Yeah, dude, he's on some shit beyond steroids. He's on
And Vince
men's
is fucking
hormone clinic.
Mr. Steroid fucking court shit. So he was.
The Rock's gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. He doesn't care about like later on in life.
Well, nobody's gonna die.
Jake's calling Brock up like we're gonna have to drug
Me,
test
myself,
you
and Chishkabon says they don't want people dying at 40, but people aren't gonna die at 40 if they're regulated by it. Now, if they're gassed to them, gills like other guys, yeah, you might have a heart attack. But that's also because they're doing drugs and taking pills and drinking and everything else.
It's all because WWE took all that like bad press about steroids when they blamed it on steroids. It really wasn't that. It was during the Benoit thing, I think.
Yeah,
and really, it was all these dudes who were falling apart and then blaming it on Vince forcing.
These motherfuckers have been snorting cocaine for like 40 years.
Yeah, exactly. And drinking.
Like Roddy Piper is like, I'm not going to live to see 65. Well, no shit. You've been snorting cocaine since 1975.
Exactly.
Because if you ever heard the story about Roddy Piper doing the fucking...
Who is Nick Goulas?
Nick Goulas, he was a promoter. He was a promoter for the NWA like Jerry Jarrett.
And Nick and George Goulas? Who's the son?
George was his son. Yeah, he was horrible as a wrestler. But Nick Goulas promoted Memphis and Alabama, Tennessee, etc.
Remember Bolin has that video of him like a young Kenny Bolin on the Nick Goulas. He goes, I'm live here with Nick Goulas. How you doing, Nick? That's on YouTube.
Yep. Barkley says athletes never use steroids for performance. It's for rehab. Bonds already had 7 MVPs before he touched the green. No way steroids made him better than 7. Yeah, exactly. That's
Are
he was already
illegal?
Player.
Is that what the thing is? They're just illegal?
Well, they're illegal in sporting, in Olympic sports, professional sports.
But professional wrestling is not. Sorry.
Exactly. Professional wrestling is just like Hollywood. It's a TV show.
Yes, exactly. And it's about the look.
Yeah.
Like we want people who don't look human. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's characters. I mean,
yeah, say what you want about Ultimate Warrior. He looked like a fucking superhero.
Yeah, the macho man. Yeah.
The way he would run down that fucking thing, nobody could replicate that nowadays.
Remember Eddie Guerrero? Guerrero right before his heart exploded.
Rest in peace.
Like a monster.
Barkley says steroids are Schedule 1, but HGH ain't illegal because you just go to your men's hormone clinic. Do you have problems in the bedroom? Call the local Bay Area.
There's got to be something Vince did that WWE got classed under something so he could get more money, but they had to do steroid treatment. Something stupid.
Yeah, it's HGH.
It was the Benoit thing, and then they had to add in the wellness palace
here in the Bay Area.
Remember Vince had a steroid trial early with Hogan in the fucking early 90s.
Yes, you're right. That is what it was.
He almost said he was going to let Jerry Jarrett run the company. True story.
He was.
Yeah, he thought he was going
to run WWE.
Had Vince gone to jail.
Dude, brother. Before all the black people got here, brother, this never would have happened, brother. That doesn't work for me, brother.
Also,
I was a big Diamond Dallas fan.
Schmidt. Krishan is mixed.
What, Jake?
Krishan is mixed.
No, I'm just saying that's fucking Hulk Hogan, though. Come on. We're making fun of Hulk Hogan, Jake.
Krishan, do you agree with that?
We're just making fun of Hulk Hogan, Jake. Nobody's being racist or nothing. Because Hulk Hogan is the racist.
Krishan, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I stepped away for a second.
Bossman says steroids are illegal for anyone to possess without a prescription. Yeah, you can get a prescription. There you go.
I'm putting a Gold Puff order in.
Yeah, for like recouping certain injuries, they'll give you steroids.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you go to one of those men's clinics for you have low T, that's all it's the same thing that Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, any of those guys did. It's the same thing. They're getting hormone replacement therapy, basically, but just at higher doses.
This ended up being a solid show tonight.
And let's be honest, baseball was never better.
Yeah.
Oh, steroids for
Agreed.
sure. For sure.
It was the greatest time.
Okay, let's just say this. Regular people who didn't watch baseball knew about Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds hitting home runs.
Come on.
When that was going on. Now
nobody
gives a shit about baseball.
That was the last time baseball was like worldwide for like a positive thing. It was worldwide news.
Hold on.
The race to the home run.
Guys.
Hold on, Jake.
I'm having issues with this tablet, so there's one thing.
Oh, you got to end?
No, it's just trying to do.
Jake, remember what I told you. If it starts freezing, just leave it alone for a minute.
Hey, Don, are you in my Discord?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
I'm a friend of Jake's.
Because I know Arcane's in there. I didn't remember if you were in there or not.
Yeah, I never heard of you. No offense, but I wish I would have.
No.
I love Joe Pesci. So you just remind me of him. I just want to hear you curse somebody out. You know what I mean?
We don't love Joe Pesci.
No, why?
I just want to say that.
Why did you meet him?
Yeah, we hate him.
Yeah, I hear he's an asshole.
No, he didn't meet him.
What were you gonna say, Jake?
All right, you know what? I know I'm like so tired. Just it's been one of those days where everybody wants to. Thank you to Pesci, to Lapdog, and to Krishan, and to Chris.
What's up? Hold on, Jake. What's up?
Yeah, we were waiting to hear what you were about to say.
He basically said it's one of those days where people are getting him pissed off.
Yeah.
We're pissing you off, Jake?
No, not us.
Oh.
It's just want to end so I can
go ahead.
And get
You
ready
want
for
to recharge your batteries.
I'm gonna back out. It was good seeing you, Jake. I'll stop in later on this week.
Right,
fuck off, Brad.
Late. Wait,
All
is
right.
this new? How do you?
Don't read the chat, Jake.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to these assholes.
Says the shish kebab.
I feel like you've been getting good, like, positive chats, though, no?
Yeah. Chicken Waters is in there, Jake. He says cheers.
Cheers. By the way, we're sending you guys. By the way, I just want to let you guys know I'm sending you guys over to JD from NY206.
Okay.
Chris is
What's he
gonna be
doing?
pissed.
Is it a raw review?
Raw review.
Ah.
Fuck off, Brad.
Don't leave yet.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Are you trying to end it and it's still freezing?
No.
You're still alive, Jake. Duh.